Mike Schmaltz here for GoXavier.com alongside Rich Hoyt and Xavier head women's basketball coach Brian Neal. You end up your non-conference season with a victory over the Florida A&M Rattlers. That's a pretty good defense today off a team coming off a game just last night at Miami. Come over here in a matter of 19 hours and you put a nice defensive effort on them today.
Yeah, we were really focused on ourselves. You know, in the Missouri game, we were a step behind everything. So the 2 days that we had to prepare, we really focused on a couple of things, and I thought that was probably the biggest improvement we had was our positioning and then our rotations within our defense. That was probably the best that's been all year long.
Offensively, you had some fits and starts to this ball game. You played a lot of people. How challenging is it to build some consistency right now?
It was a lot, and I felt like we had certain groups we could get a surge out of and other groups that didn't have any kind of energy today. And there was a lot of people rotating through today, and that was probably a mistake on my part to try too many. And I thought we were settling for too many shots from the perimeter. We were getting them, and luckily we're knocking some of those down. But I thought where a lot of it was careless turnovers. And I thought that created to a lot of herky-jerky play. And then we got to a point where in the second, maybe the third quarter, where I thought we were just trying to force it too much. Too many people were trying to take over and do it. When we were passing the ball, swinging around, we were knocking shots. But then when people started trying to do it themselves, it got a little ugly, got offensive fouls, turnovers. I thought we just got a little careless.
And you got Amani Partlow back today, and she looked physically pretty well. There were some big players against her in the post, and she responded quite well after a 7-game absence.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, she hasn't been practicing very long, so we got to get her back to get her legs underneath her, and that was all what today was really. And you know, it's good to have her back, and she does give us an inside presence we've certainly been missing.
Coach, Aaliyah Dunham didn't have any field goals today, but she had 6 assists on no turnovers. Again, I know you weren't happy for a stretch there and where you pulled her out of the game. But talk about her and really what she is bringing to that point guard position in her development.
Aaliyah is having a fantastic season. And you know, whether she scores or not, I got a little frustrated because I thought she was just a little loose, just waiting a little too late to make decisions. And when we're like that, when we're not communicating, then we become indecisive, and then there's confusion. And I thought we were having too much of that, especially with her on the defensive end, even offensive. I think I wanted her to play with more pace. I thought T.O. was playing with great pace today and get us going and the ball faster. I just thought Aaliyah was a little slow, but I mean 6 assists. I mean she is having a great freshman year, and I only expect her to improve from there. She's just got to get that development where that experience where you can be more consistent on a daily basis, and she'll get there.
As a team today, 21 assists on 23 field goals, which is a pretty good ratio. Obviously you're not pleased with the turnovers. How do you convert those possessions, the turnover possessions, more into those field goals and assists?
I'm gonna go back and watch some video because you think of some of their over the back fouls or they're just loose travels. I thought we were a little bit more aggressive at times on the boards and stuff, which you'll take those fouls. But we have to clean up those turnovers. I thought those 11 in the first half, most of those were just careless, just not being real tight with what you're supposed to do. And you know, in our league, you just can't do that. And I don't always know what the answer is. Every game's different. And I don't know if you're just not as focused. I don't know if you're playing just too many young players or whatever that is, where they just get loose. But it's a concern. The 21 assists is awesome. It's awesome. It's probably a season high for us, but it could have easily been 27 or 28, you know, and if you would have flipped those two categories. But, you know, every game is different, and today we turned it over too much. And I don't know if they just come in thinking that they're going to have their way or however that goes, but I just felt we were a little loose with the ball.
Opponents from 11 different conferences here in the non-conference. How well prepared did this non-conference schedule do what you thought it could to get you ready for the Big East?
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I think the Big East is loaded right now from top to bottom, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge. I think our schedule this year, non-conference, is probably a little tougher considering all the adversity we've been through with the injuries and the youth. I thought we handled it fairly well. I mean, the Missouri game is one that really sticks out, but I thought we were pretty competitive in most of the games. But we're going to need to bring all that experience. We're going to just try to take it in the Big East season. You know, it's brutal when you play so many games so fast. So we're going to regroup here after Christmas, and we'll see how it goes.
Musketeers will get a break in a big 3-game road stretch to start conference play. It'll all kick off at Butler on Fox Sports 2. Join that coverage and be back with us all season at GoXavier.com for Xavier Women's Basketball.